What's good, everybody? It's your boy OG Guac 420 back at it with another episode of Collect to Disconnect. Today we're gonna be doing a quick overview and unboxing of the brand new PlayStation's Ghost of Tsushima himself, Sakai, right here in action figure form in all his greatness. I believe this is a Spin Master's product right here, so it's gonna be kind of interesting to see Spin Master and Jada try to take over the 6-inch line, coming after Hasbro and McFarlane. Well, I guess McFarlane's like 1/10 scale, but hopefully this is a quality figure. I don't think I have anything other than the Batwing from Spin Master. None of the cars, none of the figures, the smaller ones I think they have. So this is going to be interesting to see how they compare up to Marvel Legends. And I think I do have a Jada figure laying around somewhere, so we'll see if we do some comparisons with that as well, at least just for the quality. This is one of my favorite games of all time. The first game I actually played on PS5 over a year ago, right here, Ghost of Tsushima. I think they just announced a sequel to this game as well, coming next year. So fingers crossed that this PlayStation Spin Master line does go well, and we get some more figures from other games and from this game right here in particular as well. So enough of me talking, let's get right into it. And without further ado, let's get it cracking. Alright, so let's go ahead and unbox this guy in true Ghost fashion and take him out from behind. Oh, yeah! So first and foremost, as you guys can see, this guy is super freaking tiny. Just dismiss everything I was saying in the beginning about Spin Master coming for the 6-inch retail game. This guy is pretty short. I honestly just want to take out the ruler and just see how big he is, because he kind of looks underwhelming. That's what she said. So this guy is basically like under 6 inches. He's like 5 3/4, which is kind of funny. So I don't know, maybe this guy is on the 5-inch scale because he's not even 6 inches. Like I said, kind of underwhelming. I did not know that. I think they released a couple other figures under the PlayStation banner as well, from their IPs. This is the only one I was actually interested in. The only game I actually really enjoyed to play. I think I could kind of tell from in the box how small he was, but I did not expect him to be this small. For comparison, here is the notoriously short Wolverine, mostly naked Weapon X right here, getting his adamantium infused into him. And I'm pretty sure these guys are literally the exact same size, so I'm pretty sure he's not this small in the game. He's like an average size person, so this is kind of, like I said, sad. But let's go ahead and measure this Wolverine out, see if he is truly. I think Wolverine's like 5'4", right, in the comics. So he's, yeah, basically like 5 3/4 inches tall. So yeah, so I don't think the comparisons I'm going to be doing today will match up. I don't really have any ninjas to fight him with or any type of samurai. I was going to match him up with this Damian Wayne from McFarlane, but as you can see, this tiny Damian in the 7-inch scale towers over the small Sakai. So we'll still get into it. Maybe I can use some forced perspective for the photography to make some cool action shots. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the figure itself. His small stature aside, he is extremely detailed. This is his ghost armor that he gets in the game. I think the more you progress, the more armor is added, the more stuff is added. So let's go ahead and get into the accessories, how this figure came out of the box. This is with everything on right now. So he does have his badass cape, which I am a big fan of in the game. It comes off pretty quick. There is like a small little ball that plugs into the back, which is kind of interesting for capes on these figures. And next up, he did come with a removable, I think this is an Oni mask that he wears as part of his ghost uniform from the very beginning, with some gold teeth looking pretty menacing right there. Hopefully I'm giving you guys close-ups right here on the side, but that was removable as well. And then I think one more thing was the sheath, his family katana right here, given to him by his father when he died. A pretty cool detail in the game when you're about to duel. He kind of like takes out the katana like a bit, just so you can see the family crest in gold right there. And this actually kind of pops in place. Oh, a little too much, but it pops in and out like a little bit, which I think is a cool little Easter. I don't know if that was intentional, but a cool little Easter egg for this specific blade right here. So this was removable as well. So in total we had the mask, the katana, the sheath right there, and then the cape. So we have 4 accessories, I guess you can say. Pretty sure I'm going to be posing him with his katana out, and maybe with or without the cape, because this is like the final look of his costume. I think you can tell because he has like this brown rope in front of him at the end. And on this figure is actually not really detailed at all, and that's like the only thing that's sticking out. The rest of it is pretty detailed, so it's all black, so there's not really that many paint apps going on other than the gold and the green. But this cheap looking brown I'm not a fan of, so I might have to touch that up for sure in the future. But a couple other things to note. I think one of them is kind of funny and the other one's kind of sad. I think this is called like a tanko or sanko, something like that. It's like a short katana blade right here that he uses to do his stealth kills. It's not removable, which is kind of sad, but he does have a third sword on the back. I forgot what the sword. It's not a katana. It's like smaller than a katana, as you guys can tell. But this in the game, I don't think he actually ever uses it. It just comes with this ghost armor throughout the game, so he actually does not use this sword in the back, which is kind of funny because you can't take it off on the figure. So that might be intentional, but I'm gonna consider it an Easter egg because you actually never unsheath it in the game, to my knowledge. So correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And one other thing, he does have like a scarf right here. I don't think he actually wears this when he has a mask on. I might be wrong, so let me see if I can pop off his head. Oh, that comes off super easy. And remove this. Like I said, I'm more of a better clean looking, less cluttered armor type of guy, so I might keep him without the cape and without that scarf. So there's what he looks like without it. Pretty cool. And then we can add the Oni mask. There are like little loops for the ears, but it's not, his ears aren't as pronounced, so I might have preferred like little pegs if anything, but I think it still works. So I don't know, maybe that scarf was doing more good than harm because it kind of looks weird with that exposed skin on his neck right there. So like I said, I'll go through different iterations on this guy for sure, but I think I like it more sleek looking. And let's go ahead and put his katana in his hand and his sheath back up. Man, he does have some really small hands. Hopefully he can hold the sword good at least. So here he is with the sword. Like I said earlier, he does typically only have his katana and this tanto, I believe is what it's called. These 2 swords right there. So this third sword's only when he's in this specific armor, this ghost armor right here. So still pretty cool, solid figure nonetheless. It does only have single jointed articulation on the elbows and on the knees as well, if I'm not mistaken. You know what? I know the knees are double jointed. Just takes a little while. Kind of looks ugly. The knee, I guess it's just the overlay of his pants. Like I said, this is my first Spin Master figure from this PlayStation line. I believe it's called the Shapes collection, as you guys can see. The PlayStation buttons right there. So like I said, I am still looking forward to seeing what more Spin Master and PlayStation can do. If I was them, I probably would have gave it to Jada to actually make the figures, because obviously they're killing the retail game right now with their Street Fighter figures, and pretty soon they're Cyberpunk figures, which I'm really hyped about. I actually did pick up these Jada cereal, these monster cereal figures right here for $11.99 at Ross yesterday. So I think for the price I couldn't pass them up. I've seen a lot of people pose these bad boys up, and I am a huge fan of the actual cereal of Count Chocula. Not really Frankenberry, but I'm actually considering making a custom paint job out of this guy. But the figures should look pretty badass. I think they've done the Chester right from the Hot Cheetos as well, so I might pick that guy up in the future as well, just to see what these figs are all about. But other than that, I'm not really into the Street Fighter Jada figures, so I don't really have any of those next to me for comparisons. But like I said, this guy is severely undersized, so it's not going to be a fair fight putting a 5-inch figure versus a 6-inch figure. And I'm pretty sure the price was like 30 bucks or like $25, so they are kind of on the expensive side. I have not seen these in store. I don't know if they're online exclusive only. I got mine from Amazon. So if you guys are a huge fan of the game and the other games they made figures for as well, I'd recommend it. I think they have like The Last of Us and some other game that I'm not a fan of, but they made figures of those. I've seen them getting compared to third-party figures of those versions as well. So I don't think this guy's been made yet. If he has, it's probably through a third party or even Hot Toys. Like I said, I am a huge fan of this game, so other than it being 5-inch, I guess that's the only downfall I have for it. Maybe the price as well, but just having the Ghost of Tsushima himself, Jin Sakai in action figure form, in my collection is worth it at the end of the day for me. So yeah, just a quick overview like I said in the beginning. Stay tuned to the end. I will be giving you guys a cool posing montage to put the cherry on top for this figure right here for this video. And yeah, before I go, thank you guys for tuning in to the Disconnecting Legends live streams. We've done 4 of them so far, I believe. The 5th one, hopefully we can get that done before the end of the year. Before Christmas, really. And we also have a ton of videos coming soon as well. I still have to do my unboxing and review of the HasLab Giant Man, which I've been sitting on for a couple months now.
Dude, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to open it all the way, but this is gonna be a clip for my next video. I'll just screen grab this part. But yeah, I've been wanting to open this guy up for a really long time. So next video, guys, I promise.
Oh, that was a fucking lie.
Hopefully people still tune into it. I know there's been a lot of controversy with the quality of that. So kind of looking forward to it, kind of not. And of course, it is the end of the year. So I'm going to have to be making my top 10 or top 24 or 2024 like I did last year for top 23 or 23. So not looking forward to making that list because a lot of my figures are still in storage and I honestly don't even remember what came out this year. It was a super hectic year, super busy. Hopefully 2025 goes even better and goes even smoother. So thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
You have just witnessed another episode of Collect to Disconnect.